if you're looking to visit Cartagena in Colombia on your next trip, this video is for you. So I'm a travel content creator and digital nomad, and I spent a month living in Cartagena, Colombia. So within this time, I got to explore the city and I got to know the nightlife, the culture, the people, and the beautiful islands of Cartagena. So if you're looking to explore Cartagena on your next trip, this video is for you. So let's get started. First question I want to answer is, what are the top things to do in Cartagena? So if you're new and you've never been to Cartagena before, I'd recommend that you start by visiting the walled city or Centro. So the walled city is basically the most tourist part of the city. It's a lot of rooftops, bars, and restaurants in this area. And if you've ever seen any of the viral nightlife videos of Cartagena, it's also in this area. The walled city is a really good starting point because it's a lot of security, so you feel safe as a tourist. And another thing that was a culture shock for me, in Cartagena as well as throughout Colombia, it can be difficult to get around if you don't speak Spanish, because I'd say 80% of the people here do not speak English at all. So it's better that you get started in the walled city with other tourists, as it's a lot of businesses in this area that know how to cater to foreign non-Spanish speakers. So the walled city is pretty fun. I love exploring this area quite a lot. You get to experience the culture of Cartagena. It's a lot of street performers. So if you're like me and you're excited to explore Afrocentric culture in Latin America, you're gonna see a lot of that in the walled city.
Amor y pasión en la pista de baile. Siente el ritmo caliente que nos hace despegar. Bailando salsa con emoción. La música nos lleva a la perfección.
You see the fruit ladies of Cartagena, also called balingueras in Spanish. So again, you can take pictures with these ladies. The most important thing, just make sure you have loose change so you can leave a tip, because this is what they do for a living. And the same applies to any street performers. Make sure you leave a tip. The second neighborhood I recommend you check out is Getsemani. Getsemani is a short 5-10 minute Uber ride from the walled city, and I love Getsemani because it feels more local and more authentic. This neighborhood is also a lot more artsy, so you see a lot of Afrocentric street art as well as a lot of street vendors. And something else I noticed is Cartagena can be extremely overpriced, but because Getsemani feels more local and mostly caters to locals as well as Colombian tourists, prices and restaurants, rooftops, and bars in this area are not as crazy as the walled city. Another huge reason to visit Getsemani, especially for somebody like me who's a content creator, I met a lot more authentic people in this neighborhood. In the walled city, I kind of felt like it's more commercial, and pretty much everyone you meet in the walled city is trying to get some money out of you somehow. If it's not the massage ladies or the street vendors, you're gonna see a lot of working girls. But in Getsemani, I felt like I made more local, authentic connections. And finally, Cartagena is a coastal city, so at some point you might want to visit the beach. And the first thing I would recommend is do not go to Boca Grande. It's one of the worst beaches that I've ever been to, not only in Colombia, but pretty much anywhere in the world. It's not clean and it's a lot of aggressive vendors in Boca Grande. Every 5 minutes, with no exaggeration, there's somebody trying to sell you something aggressively. So what I recommend you do is you book a day trip to one of the many islands in Cartagena. Cartagena has some of the most beautiful islands that I've ever seen, such as Chalon, Isla Baru, Rosario Islands, Tierra Bomba, and many more. So personally, I prefer to book a day trip on the Get Your Guide app. The prices are very unpredictable and fluctuate if you try to book in person. And again, this is not a sponsored post, I'm just keeping it real. So if you are enjoying this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a like for the algorithm, and most importantly, if you have any questions, make sure to leave your question below in the comments. Don't DM me on Instagram, leave your questions below so we can keep the conversation on YouTube. Another super popular question I receive on Instagram is, what do I do for a living? So I'm a travel creator / digital nomad, and I run a remote business. Basically, I work with enterprise and corporate clients, mostly in the travel and tourism space. I do content creation, social media marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, and I also do software development. So if my client needs a mobile app or website, me and my team can get that done. If you guys want to learn more, if you're looking to learn a remote skill, become a travel creator, check out the guide in the description box below. Alright, so you've reached the end of this video. I'm actually going to do a part 2 to this video because I feel like I ran out of time and there's a lot of things that I didn't get to talk about. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, be on the lookout for the next video, and give this video a thumbs up.